Question 3. What kind of media institution might distribute your media product and why? As my magazine is a local magazine, it would be unwise to consider a conglomerate to publish it, or consider to produce, distribute and exchange, as a conglomerate would not be interested in a local magazine. This is because of several reasons. A commercial conglomerate, like Bauer Media, will want to make the most profit they can. In our case, we wouldn't necessarily be a profit organisation, as the magazine would be paid for by the sponsors of the magazine, like local taxi firms, such as city taxis, and local gig venues that are appropriate with the target audience, such as the Plug or the Lead Mill. In this case, I would use an independent local publishing company used in Sheffield that publishes local magazines. A local publishing organisation I could use to publish Made in Sheffield is Blind Mice Media, who coincidentally publish a possible competitor in Sheffield, the Exposed magazine. The reason this magazine would be a competitor is because it targets the same audience I want it to. This is enforced by Ying Yang, who said that producers create the entity that you would like to target, in my case, my audience stereotype. It's a free local magazine targeted at students of Sheffield, therefore these would be my biggest obstacle in regards to reaching out to my target audiences. One thing I have noticed that is particularly surprising is that all the local magazines from Sheffield are published by their own company. Toast use their own publishing company, Toast Magazine Publishing, just like Exposed have made their own publishing company, called the previous name Blind Mice Media, who only publish Exposed magazine. The magazine, once published, would be made freely available in all the local venues that have sponsored the magazine, and more specifically to places that my social group are familiar with. In the magazine's case, you would expect to get the free magazine in venues such as the O2 Academy and the Plug and the Lead Mill, also smaller local venues such as the Frog and Parrot, Varsity and the Bowery. This is because they are music venues that my target audience will be familiar with, as they are in Sheffield and known for their live music. It wouldn't just necessarily be found in music venues, but also other places that would represent the target audience/social group, such as Cow, the vintage indie clothing store. An advantage of using a local publishing organisation, this being my own for the magazine, allows me to target the audience that the publisher will be familiar with, and more importantly, with it being a local magazine, it will encourage the business in the local economy. A disadvantage of this is that due to the magazine being free, it will be hard to fund the publishing costs. These will solely have to be paid for through the advertising fees, and this will be very time consuming. It also means that the possibility of cross-promotion amongst products, which is found in commercial conglomerates like Bauer and IPC Media, isn't possible due to the locality and independence of the product. Due to this, I would use below-the-line advertising, not targeting the mass market, but the individuals who would be appropriate for the magazine by using cover lines and stories that would intrigue the reader, like a competition for free tickets that the target audience specifically would be interested in. The reason I would use below-the-line advertising also is that I would let local businesses cover the costs that the magazine couldn't afford to do by being a free magazine. This done to connote that it is a non-profit organisation paid for by local sponsors.